Oh, here on Shrimp's Player after a disappointing 2-0 defeat down at Accrington. Jim, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, exactly. Disappointing. It's you know, we won't accept getting beat in any game of football, but I don't think we did enough to win the game tonight. I don't think there was much in it. Both sets of keepers haven't really had to make many saves, but I think we started the game a little bit better than what Accrington did. I think we were probably more in control of the game. We looked solid at the back, you know, but I always say goals change games. You've got a scenario where both sets of fans are getting behind their team. We're slightly on top together. We give a silly free kick away in the middle of the park, giving the invitation to have a shot on goal. Lucky, like you say, or good finish, and I'd have to see it again, but it's gone in the back of the net. The Accrington fans are happy, they're bouncing, just gives them a little bit of a shot in the arm, something to cling on to. You know, and then we panicked a bit. We didn't do what was expected of us. Our set plays were poor, and we spent hours, well, not hours, a good hour and a half on them yesterday. You know, our football wasn't good, our decision making wasn't good. Some of our stuff was okay at times, but not good enough to win the game. And I think because they got that goal, they had something to cling on to, and they just seemed to have that little bit more fire in the belly than us. And come out second half, you know, we've had a few words at half time with them because it wasn't acceptable. And then if, you know, there wasn't again much in it, but then schoolboy defendants cost us the second goal, and that's the clincher because there's no coming back from that. Well, it could have been, but not tonight in the way we were playing, the way we were going about our jobs. We didn't test the keeper enough, and it's disappointing. It was a poor performance. All fair credit to Accrington, probably deserved it overall because of the desire and the determination that they played with. Having said that, there wasn't much in the game, but you know, worthy winners. And as far as we're concerned, it wasn't acceptable. It was a disappointing night for us, again.
Well, you're absolutely right. The first goal did seem to change the game. It knocked the wind out of our sails a little bit, and they got the tails up a little bit. But the second goal, it was a mistake, and they were through.
Well, it was a couple of mistakes. It was poor decisions. That's what I'm saying about decision making tonight. Wasn't great. Yeah, they got the first goal for one reason or another. I'd have to see it again. That gave them the lift. You know, and you could see that they had that little bit more about them. Then it would have been interesting if we would have got the first goal, because again, you know, because of their situation, they might have played under that little bit more pressure. It might have been easier for us. But once you get that goal to hang on to, you know, we've seen it many times this season. But my disappointment, which throughout the season, not just tonight, is our Achilles heel, is that teams don't have to work hard enough. Would we be able to go through 3 or 4 players like would you get Kevin Allison or Jack Redshaw going through 3 or 4 players like they did for the second goal? You know, it was poor in the middle of the park, diving in when you're not going to win the goal, the ball, just getting taken on too easily. You could just see it coming, and it was disappointing. And that's, having said that, you know, I think Christo's come on today and done very well for us, but in games like this you need your experience. Unfortunately, we lost Will Aynon, we haven't got Nick Fenton, we haven't got Andy Parrish. We're already stretched. We only carry 5 defenders. Andy Wright, I brought to the club as a midfielder, has played most of his football at full-back this year because we haven't got the bodies, and that's the way it is. But we looked disjointed at the back. I thought, you know, Wright, having said that, they didn't create that much, but I did have my heart in my mouth a few times in the second half where you know, certain scenarios are developing and you're thinking, you know, this could get worse. They were worthy winners. They put the ball in the back of the net, and I'm devastated.
Yeah. We had a couple of chances ourselves. Kev had a very good chance. He was through virtually one-on-one with the keeper, which he managed to sky over the bar. So we did have a chance or two. But like you said, I think the positive, if we're going to grab a positive out tonight, it's got to be Doyley.
Yeah, Doyle did well. He come on, you know, he reads the game well. He's got good delivery from back to front. His feet are good. Just for me, a little bit casual at times, which, you know, maybe at the higher level, but not the rough and tumble of League Two. And the other thing, and it was highlighted, and I had a good chat with him after the game, is when James Beattie come on. You know, you've got to be strong and physical in this league, and you know, I've told him, and we're working with him to get him fitter and stronger all the time. Fitness isn't a problem, but he's got to get that little bit stronger. If he's going to come up against the Acham Fembers and the Clive Platts and the, you know, the James Ansons of this world at League 2 level, he's got to make sure that he's strong. And he had a little insight into it tonight. Okay, he's marking Hatfield and Hammond and Bocho, but when James Beattie come on, you know, you could see then that's proper League 2 football, and that's all he's got to do. He's just got to make sure that he gets a little bit stronger. I'm sure he's got a big future ahead of him. and he's going to get opportunities because we've got to make a few cutbacks, and hopefully we can keep him with the club, and he'll develop more and more as time goes on.
Well, you mentioned Nick Fenton earlier on, and I think it's you want to mention that.
Yeah, that's Nick Fenton a contract. He wants to stay at the club. I'm desperate for him to stay at the club. I think he's been one of my best signings since in the 2 years. Been a rock for us, good experience. Good figure in the dressing room, and unfortunately he can't stay for what we can offer him. So he'll leave the club. He's a trained physiotherapist now, and he's got a chance of getting a few hours in. I don't know if he's going to stay in the game or drop out. But we're giving him an opportunity to go and get some experience being a physiotherapy, because it's pointless him travelling over to Morecambe to get treatment on a calf injury when he's not going to play football for us again. So he goes with our best wishes. I wish him well for the future, and he's been a great servant for us in the 2 years. I'm sure all the fans will say that. Unfortunately, that's the way it goes. We've lost him, and I'm just hoping there's not too many more, but we'll see.
Well, it did seem this week on Shrimp's Voices that silly season has started a little bit early with the speculation, so we can put that to bed now. That we had to make the decision on Nick, but it's going to be a tough summer, isn't it?
It is. It's going to be a tough summer. It's, I'm out at the moment watching games left, right, and centre to try and identify targets that be coming in our price range for next season. We're not blessed with the pennies that other teams are at this level. But we've got decisions to make with the players that we've already got at the club, and it's a difficult time. It's a difficult time for everyone, not just in football but in life in general. Everyone's feeling the pinch, and we're no different. I've said it all along. If we don't get the people through, people can go on about winning games of football and things like that. We're already one of the smallest boys, and we could go out and buy can't buy anyone, but you could go and get a load of footballers. They're going to play pretty stuff, but you could be 4 or 5-0 because they get overpowered. You've got to get the balance right. We've got to identify targets that fit into what we want to do. We do want to be flexible. We do want to be able to play football. We do want to be strong and resolute at the back. And when you go to places like Northampton, you've got to have a little bit of everything to make sure that you get enough points on the board to survive. So it's going to be a difficult summer. There's 4 or 5 lads out of contract that we're trying to negotiate with at the minute, but we'll have to see whether Nick Fenton's going to be the only one or he might be one of a couple. But I'm certainly doing my own work to see if we can replace them with adequate additions to make sure that we're competitive next season. But as you say, it's going to be a difficult few weeks and months.
Well, we had 535 down here today, and I think they did the team credit. We've got 2 matches left to play for, and we draw an end to the season. It's been a tough season this season. It's
been a very tough season, yeah. But again, if we can get that all-important win, we'll go past what we achieved last season, which I think overall is a fantastic achievement, because we have gone with a slightly smaller squad again this year. We'll have to see what happens next season, how we can spread our money around what we've got over the squad. But the fans have stuck with us. I think they're realistic, and they've got to be. They've got to make sure that they stick together. I want to win every game. All the staff do, all the players do. We've made sure that they've got a squad of lads that they can be proud of. They always give their all. They're not always going to win, but they do feel defeat together, and that's important. But they were outstanding tonight. Really got behind the team right throughout till the end as well. But it's important that everyone sticks together, because we all want what's best for the football club. Certainly no one feels defeat worse than me. I've got a great relationship with the club. I've had 11 great years here, and I want to succeed. I want to succeed for the club, not just them, for myself as well, because I like to think that I'm a winner. And it's a difficult few weeks and months coming up, but we've got to make sure that everyone sticks together and we're all pulling the right direction, and there's no in-house fighting. And I'll make sure that whatever squad we've got next season will be fit, strong, organised, got a good togetherness, and every time they go over that white line, they'll give it their all for the cause, and we'll win some games. We'll win some games comfortably. We'll have some good away trips. We'll get beat at home. We'll get a couple of tonkins probably along the way. But it's important that we address the situation and we all move on together and we stick together, because it could be a difficult season for us.
Jim, thanks very much. I'll speak to you soon.
Cheers, man.